Now, if you're after a Michelin-style noodle place and wonton place here in Chiang Mai Old Town, then this place is definitely a go. And I tried their wonton soup, and I also tried some of their fried shrimp balls, and some of their iced coffee, and their dessert, their little dessert that they serve on the plate. And I'm just going to say everything was absolutely delicious at this place. Even the soup. Normally I'll have the noodles, but I won't necessarily finish off the soup. But this time round I was going through and just going, I like this soup, I'm actually going to enjoy it. But it's conveniently located, this place. And I've been in this group of restaurants before, but I'm going to show you where it is now. Now, the menu was fairly simple in regards to the style of noodle you wanted, wontons, or the type of soup you wanted. And but there was a little bit of a selection there that I did like. Hen was trying one of the desserts there that are on the table. When you get to this restaurant, you'll find these little containers here on your table, and they're a really yummy dessert, I'm just going to say. But this gives you an idea of the price of the different food items here, and they're all about 60-50 baht, so they're not too expensive. So if you're after something non-expensive but super delicious, then yeah, there's a lot of options here. So we also got the fried shrimp balls, and I got a couple of noodle dishes. So I went one of their wonton dishes here, and the wontons were really nice. Oh my God, the pork just tasted really fresh. The soup was absolutely delicious. Anne enjoyed her soup as well. She found it really nice and couldn't fault it at all. And we've eaten at a lot of different noodle places, and this one was really nice. This was a sort of dried fish, which was surprisingly nice. I think it was salmon skin or some sort of fish skin. But, yeah, these are delicious. But these shrimp balls I really enjoyed, and the little bit of sauce that went with them on the side, very tasty indeed. And it's not a big restaurant by any means, so sometimes you have people waiting out the front to come in here. But today it was okay. We found a seat pretty quickly and we sat down. And but I couldn't get enough of this. I said, Anne, can you make it? And she said, no, but my grandmother could, but I never learnt. And I went, damn. I really wanted her to make that more at home. But yeah, we ate everything we ordered here because it was just all delicious. And but I did enjoy this salty stuff. It was really salty and crispy, and it surprised me. And you can see it's only a small kitchen, so it's not really a big kitchen they got going here that they're cooking out the front, more of a street food style kitchen. And it is a very popular area, this whole street here in Chiang Mai Old Town, where there's a lot of little restaurants and food choices that you can have, and Thai desserts and things like that you can get along this little group of restaurants. But yeah, quite a simple setup, but absolutely delicious food. So yeah, up there on the corner you've got a temple complex, and you've got a whole range of restaurants along here. And I'll put the Google Maps location on it as well. But this particular place looks like it's won a Michelin star every year, right up to 2023. And it's very popular here. Opens I think about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Not sure off the top of my head. But we tried to come here the other morning, but we just couldn't get in because it wasn't opened yet. So we tried one of the other places in the area. But yeah, definitely worth a go if you just want to try some noodle soup, some wonton soup, and their pork wontons. Oh my God, they're nice as well. But yeah, I'll show you what I've ordered anyway. Definitely give this place a go. Yeah, I don't think I've been in here. Actually, a temple I have not explored in Old Town. Oh yeah, quite beautiful. It's quite peaceful for meditation. You can buy your various Buddhist icons here. There's just so many temples in Old Town. I can say I definitely haven't checked them all out. Of course, you've got your popular temples, but this one here seems quite quiet. Maybe they've got a meditation centre here or something, which some of them do. Love the old buildings. Just look at them. Look at the size of some of those wood pillars. Are these wood? Let's have a look. Sometimes they make them concrete. I'm not sure. I think it is wood. Quiet areas. Oh, look at this old structure. This place looks old, honey. Look at that. The architecture. Just look at that. Looks like super old, this one. Interesting to know the age of this place. Another smaller temple to the left. Anne just wants to walk. She doesn't necessarily want to go into the temple, but take our shoes off and go in. Okay. So what's it called? Duang Di. Duang Di Temple. Here we go. Lucky means lucky. The construction history of this temple is not known. The temple is noted for its beautiful Lana architecture, which includes an assembly hall, an ordination hall, and a scripture hall, which may have been restored during the reign of King Hinta Waris. Can't even pronounce his surname, but here you go. Go after the king's name in particular. Of the Cheton dynasty, the 8th ruler of Chiang Mai around 200 years ago. Another structure is Lana-style bell-shaped tupa, which was probably built in the Lana period over 500 years ago. So there you go, some history. And you've got these little codes here which you can click on. See here, one in Thai, one in English, and one in Chinese by the looks of it. But yeah, let's go in and check it out. We decided just to go inside the temple and just have a quick look. It was a very simple design inside, but still had this beautiful sort of design at the end of it here where people sit and do their prayers. It was a bit more comfortable, like it had the carpet there, which made it quite comfortable to sit down and just chill. But yeah, just look at these beautiful statues. Buddhist statues here within the temple. There's a few people coming and going, just sitting there peacefully and quietly within this temple. So I didn't want to talk whilst I was actually walking through it. Even Anne sat down just to do a few prayers before we left the temple. This one's another temple I've walked through before. It's really old, but it's super peaceful. They always talk about respecting the way you dress, so don't wear those things. And dress respectfully. That's what it's suggesting here. Another one of those historical Chiang Mai sites. See, just look at the old brickwork here. The way these wats were built. So much history here. Oh, the old bells. some people actually buy these sorts of things for the temple for merit, like statues, bells, those sorts of things. We just decided we'd take a walk through Chiang Mai Old Town today just for a bit of exercise, but just because I had nothing else on at home, so I thought, why not? Let's come here. So they're doing a bit of construction here too. Another beautiful Buddhist site here when you're going in. But again, you've got to take your shoes off, and today I didn't wear sandals, so I don't want to keep going in, out, in, out. I can avoid it. Here's the name of the temple for those that are interested, where I've just gone. It's a meditation training centre as well, if you're interested in this sort of thing. So we just come out of that temple. I'm just walking down random streets, and this is all in Old Town. Arun Rari Hotel. There's a lot of these small boutique hotels all through Old Town. Really, if you're just after basic accommodation, you got heaps of choices here in Old Town. Just look around online, either go to Agoda or booking.com, any of those booking sites, or even go direct if you know the name of the hotel. Like this one's Safe House Court, so it's got a bit of a night bar there going. I think they're looking at changing the alcohol laws in Thailand actually to fit in with the rest of the world, because right now you can only buy alcohol between certain times of the day. But that's probably going to change. So here you go, typical Thai massage, about 250 baht. Oil massage, about 350 baht. Thai oil, 350. And so anywhere up to 400 here at this place. That's a basic massage place. They get more expensive as you go into the more upper market. Like there was a fancy place we were looking at earlier for about 850 baht for an hour. But Anne was suggesting that it was a really good massage place. And there's another one over there. The Village Spa. Tamarind Village, Chiang Mai. Looks like a restaurant in there too. Yeah, for trying restaurants. The Tamarind Village, Chiang Mai. That's one place we haven't eaten. But just along these streets on a Sunday, the Sunday markets come here and it gets really crowded. So all along these streets here, you'll see massage people set up here on the corner. And in these sort of temple complexes, they tend to have food courts here on the Sunday. So they're already starting to pull out the things. By about 3 p.m, it's going to be all closed off here and you won't be able to drive in here. But I've tried most of the restaurants along here. So I used to walk through here a lot when Anne was walking at a hostel town. And up here's Taipei Gate. Let's go for a walk up there. Walk up the Taipei. Chedi. So just catching up with Anne. Like you can rent bicycles for 60 baht. Yeah. Maybe that's going to be one of our one days, my dear. Everything starts on one day. But we eventually get there, trying one thing out at a time. See, all this is street markets, isn't it, at night? Gets really busy on Sunday. Now, if you're after your more upmarket massages, then here's one for you. Let's relax, but just look at some of these prices. Just a standard foot massage is going to cost you about 600 baht here. And let's just zoom in a little bit. So you're looking at, back shoulder massage, 700, Thai massage, 1,200. Put it in comparison, the average Thai massage is going to cost you around 350 at most places. Body scrub, 1,300. Body wrap, body wraps are usually good, 1,300. So if you're wanting real pampering, this could be one of those places that you come to. And you got dream packages, like 1,100 for 90 minutes. Heavenly Relax, I don't know what's involved in them. But yeah, you got a few different options there, with the most expensive being about 4,900 baht for 210 minutes. But yeah, there you go. Let's relax. Thailand's boutique day spa. Hey, you don't normally see this place open.
Cafe too.
Oh, I got a little cafe coffee place going.
This one like a house from the old king.
House from the old king. Lana Architectural Centre. There you go. Yeah, beautiful old setup here. Oh, there you go. That's the temple we're wanting to explore over there. Chiang Mai Old Town Trail Development in Luang, Chiang Mai. This place was only about 100 baht to enter or something like that. It wasn't anything huge, but I just wanted to walk in and out of curiosity what was in here. And what it was a lot of models sort of showing off the architecture of Chiang Mai Old Town, and all these little mini models of the various temples and buildings in the area and how they were potentially built. So it was quite interesting there. There was little bits of histories, videos you could watch, but they were in Thai. So I would have had to have Anne to translate if I really wanted to know the full histories here. But I did find this interesting in here. Apparently these are bike helmets, bicycle helmets, I should say. But yeah, funny designs, I must admit. But it was just interesting going through, just seeing these various architectural things and creative things that were in this building. And as you can see on the wall there's a whole bunch of photos and history if you wanted to read a little bit more about this place. But the building itself was quite beautiful, I must admit. The beautiful old architecture. I love the wooden floorboards. Must take a lot of work for the local historical centres to maintain. The water pump.
Yeah, when I young we used like
Oh yeah, the old water pumps. Yeah, but they don't build like this anymore, do they? If they do, it takes a lot to maintain, just with the oil painting alone. Interesting, that's a map of Wat Pan Tao. Wat Pan Tao. I like the way how they break it down with these models, showing you how some of the local architecture was. It's in here. So you would have thought these would have been little bedrooms in here, maybe. They got all these scaled models in here. And this model is of, here we go, Wat Ton Quan, maybe. Another beautiful temple architectural there. Just look at these models. I love them. It's funny, in all the years I've lived here, a few years I've lived here, I haven't actually come in this building, but I'm happy I did. Just seeing a bit of the history, you know? So this is where royalty used to live, apparently. Yeah, you can see some of the glassware they may have used back then. Plates. An old chest. It looks cool, old metal chest. Oh, it looks like a photo. Old photo of royalty here. I was talking about the big temple. It's pretty, it's all in Thai. I'd like to listen to this more in English. But yeah, they have these TVs going all through the place here that you can check out. But they have got translations of things all in English, so if you're trying to find out history here or getting explanations of the place, and you'll be able to read that in English. Look at these, some of the old house designs. So this would have been royal property. So you look at the fencing around it. And then it's right opposite some of the big temples here in Chiang Mai Old Town. Like Wat Chedi across to the left down there. And this old one here, which is really beautiful inside too. It's always good just to check out some of the local Chiang Mai history. But yeah, interesting to know that this was part of one of the royal houses here in Chiang Mai. Must be a bit of the administration centre here to the left. But let's keep exploring. Beautiful old buildings. The old water pumps. Ah, an old kitchen area in there, apparently. Looks like if we look inside, may have been part of the old tour structures, or maybe stuff they're working on for the museum inside. It's an old kitchen. I should get to more of these museum locations across Chiang Mai, because they're actually quite interesting as you get each little piece of the puzzle of the Chiang Mai history here. And but yes, let's keep walking. So now we're just going to go into this temple here, just opposite Wat Chedi. Another sort of old historical temple. So let's go check it out. Just need to get my shoes off. So yeah, Wat Chedi, it looks like it's open to tourism right now, if that's what you're after. And it's a beautiful temple inside. We will go in and walk in there in a minute. Yeah. So yes, there is an entry fee, unless you're a local, like you've got a Thai ID or something like that, Thai driver's license, and you live in Chiang Mai, then they'll let you in. And they normally let me and Anne in because we are the locals here. But yeah, it is one of those must-see temple complexes. So they've got all the windows open here. It's been beautifully renovated. For ages, they had all these sort of covers all over it as I was slowly putting it back together and restoring it back to its former glory. But looks like they've done a beautiful job on the place. Just building it. But this is a large temple complex, and they do have meditation centres here too, don't they, where they teach meditation? Yeah. I'm guessing only priests can walk up to the top there, but I wonder what is inside that big complex. Do you know the history and whether there's anything inside it? You don't? Ah. If anyone knows the history about what's inside that main building in the centre there,
For the Buddha.
I'd be curious.
Buddha.
Yeah, Buddha. I know it's for Buddha, but it'd be interesting to see whether they built it for some artifact or something. They cover these structures in gold leaf when they're making their prayers. I've seen this in a few temples, but I never really understand it, having the skeleton structures. What do they mean, honey, when you put the skeleton structures?
This one, like, he named Lucky.
Lucky?
Super rich
Super rich?
and very, very super lucky.
And super lucky.
But Thai people believe about if you buy the
Coffin?
coffin for the donors, right?
Yeah.
You will put like a bad thing in your life or like in your life.
Ah, you give it away. Yep.
Give it away and give it will disappear.
Oh, there you go. So if you buy a coffin and you donate it, all your bad luck will go away, apparently. But there's so many beautiful little temple structures here. It's a beautiful day to be out here too, just exploring. I think that's the first time I've actually noticed, or maybe I have noticed it before, the Buddha up there inside the entrance. It's like it's got stuff over it to stop the pigeons going on it. But beautiful. Look at this, the place looks completely new, really beautiful. So yeah, completely renovated and extremely beautiful inside here. Lots of people coming here for prayers because of New Year's Eve's coming up. But yeah, definitely worth a visit, this temple. So 12 o'clock here in Chiang Mai Old Town, and the street massages have already started. But we're heading back home now because we want to get out and get our car out while we still can. So we've gone for our morning walk in Old Town. Now it's time for me to get my coffee and then leave. So done a bit of a loop and just going back to okay, hands just realized, oh, they pulled down one of the old temples. There was a temple there they pulled down. Okay. And it's just finding a place to sit while I go find my coffee, because she bought some fresh fruit and she just wants to snack on it. Oh no, it was nice. It's not too hot in the shade today in Chiang Mai. Like, I'm not feeling exhausted by the heat. But then again, I have been hitting the gym pretty much 4 or 5 days a week for about 3 weeks now and feeling better for it. Really have to be hitting it more though, must admit. This is where I want to get my coffee. This place. Minimal. The coffee's really good in here. Anyway, if you like these sort of videos, hit like and please subscribe. And you got any suggestions on where I should travel or explore, then please leave them in the comments below. Thank you. And have a beautiful day.